Good morning, class 12. As we have already discussed few of the factors, few of the contents of lesson number 2, that is era of one party dominance from book 2. Today I will be leading my topic with Congress as social and ideological coalition. Social means how the society, different sections or segments of the society came together within one head, that is Congress. Ideology refers to that the different ideas, the different goals, the different aspirations, beliefs in different theories, and how the people from these theories come together and join Congress. For this we have to continue our topic with a brief history. When we talk about this, then we say that the history of Congress evolved its origin in 1885. It was formed at that time as a pressure group, which was basically formed by the newly educated, professional, as well as commercial classes. Obviously, they started a mass movement in the 20th century. Eventually, they started a movement, and later on this pressure group transformed into a mass political party, and on later stages its domination of one political system. Anyway, when we start with the Congress, it was dominated from its initial time by the English speaking urban elites or urban caste people. It also constitutes few of the urban middle classes and the urban elites. Anyway, slowly and steadily, it gets its momentum in the 21st century. By coming into power, extremists started mass movements. They disobeyed the government, and with every civil disobedience movement, its social base keeps on widening. Sometimes because all the Indians at that time were running one political organization with the name of Indian National Congress, it managed to accommodate different groups. All the diverse groups, although their interests were contradictory, they came closer and found their spaces in the Congress. Some of the contradictions regarding the different segments of the society, like in Congress, the peasants and industrialists both were there. On one side, there were urban dwellers or urban people. Side by side, it also observed the villagers. There were workers as well as owners of the factories. There was a combination of middle, lower, as well as upper classes, plus all the different caste, creed, the people based on ethnic and traditional society found spaces in the Congress. More likely, we shouldn't forget that Congress success was actually being dependent on the fact that it was carrying the legacy of the freedom struggle, and all the people from the different segments demand for the freedom. It provided a rainbow-like coalition, a rainbow-like social accommodation within the Congress. Moreover, on the other hand side, when we look upon to the ideologies, it accommodated the people who believed in revolutions as well as the people who were pacifists, who tried to find out the middle way out. Both found space in Congress. There were people who were conservatives, who believed in the old political institutions, as well as there were radical leaders within the Congress. There were extremists as well as moderates. There were the leaders who believed in the ideologies of capitalism. They called themselves as rightists, whereas there were people who have full faith in the left, who had full faith in the ideas of communism and socialism. Provided when from all the walks, from all the segments of the representatives came forward, it provided a platform for numerous groups to present themselves, to move forward their demands. Ultimately, the time came when many organizations, many small political parties with their different constitutions were even allowed to exist within Congress. No matter कि उन्हें कांग्रेस के रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को ही फॉलो करना है, अगर किसी ने अपने रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस को भी फॉलो करना है तो दे कैन फाउंड इवेंचुअली स्पेस विद इन द कांग्रेस, जिसका बेस्ट एग्जाम्पल आता है द कांग्रेस सोशलिस्ट पार्टी. कांग्रेस सोशलिस्ट पार्टी 1934 में फॉर्म की गई थी, लेकिन उसके बावजूद वो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस के साथ ही उसने अपने आप को हमेशा मर्ज्ड रखा. ऐसे में हम कहते हैं कि इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस एक ऐसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी बन गई जो कि सोशल और आइडियोलॉजिकल कोलिएशन की पॉलिटिकल पार्टी मानी जाने लगी. जब हम ये टॉपिक करते हैं तो इसी के साथ बेटा हमारा एक और टॉपिक जुड़ा हुआ है, जैसे कि टॉलरेंस एंड मैनेजमेंट ऑफ फैक्शंस. फैक्शंस का मतलब होता है वो ग्रुप्स जो कि पार्टी के अंदर ही रहते हैं, लेकिन उनकी सोच, उनके काम करने का तरीका, उनके प्रिंसिपल्स, उनकी एक्सपेक्टेशंस डिफर कर सकती हैं. क्योंकि कांग्रेस में पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के लिए जरूरी नहीं था कि वो सिर्फ कांग्रेस का ही कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को माने, इसलिए अलग अलग फैक्शंस ने अकोमोडेट किया गया, उन्होंने भी कांग्रेस को ज्वाइन कर लिया. हमेशा अगर कोई डिस्प्यूट अराइज होता था, डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स में कंट्रडिक्शंस अराइज होते थे, तो फैक्शंस को इंक्लूड रखा जाता था और दो ग्रुप्स के बीच में कॉम्प्रोमाइज कराने की पूरी कोशिश की जाती थी. इसके अलावा इमीडिएटली जो पार्टी लीडर्स थे वो एकदम से गुस्से में नहीं आते थे. दे वर टॉलरेंट, जिसे कहते हैं ना सब्र करना, बात सुनना. दे वर टॉलरेंट regarding the internal differences and about the personal ambitions of the different groups. Result, due to its politics of factions, due to accommodation of different factions within the Congress political party, कांग्रेस पार्टी इतनी ज्यादा स्ट्रांग बन गई थी कि उसको हटाया जाना बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल हो गया था. इंस्टेड की फैक्शंस के कारण ऑपोजिशन पार्टी स्ट्रांग बनती, कांग्रेस ने सभी फैक्शंस को एकोमोडेट किया, एक रूम दिया पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के अंदर ही जहां पर वो एक दूसरे से लड़ सकते थे, अपने इंटरेस्ट और आइडियोलॉजी को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते थे, बट दे वर allowed, they were kept within the Congress, they remain within the Congress rather than leaving the Congress or forming any new party or joining any opposition party. Fine. यहां तक हम अभी चैप्टर करते हैं. हम अपने नेक्स्ट वीडियो में यहां से ऑपोजिशन पार्टीज के बारे में भी बात करेंगे.